And all of a sudden, they trip over a log, and because they're holding hands, Christopher Hitchens brings Richard Dawkins down with them, and they go, "Oh my God!" In their British accent. No offense to my friend Gary and awful and stuff. And so then all of a sudden they look, and there's this giant bear that they kind of, it was a she bear, and if you've ever read the Bible, those she bears, they love to maul people. So the she bear comes out and like, rah, and saliva's dripping from the she bear's sharp tooth, and she stands up on her hind legs, and she's just about to devour him. And Christopher Hitchens and Richard Dawkins at the same time say, "Oh God!" and they cry out to God to help them, right? And all of a sudden the bear like freezes, like he's petrified, or like she's petrified, and the leaves on the trees quit blowing, and the water in the brook quits babbling, and everything's stopped in time. And all of a sudden the clouds open up, and this booming voice from heaven says, "You've got to be kidding me. You teach people to hate me, and you even write books saying I don't exist, and now you cry out to me for help? You got to be kidding me." And then Richard Dawkins turns to Christopher Hitchens and says, "Christopher," and he pats Christopher's hand, and Christopher's there is like all injured. "Christopher," he goes, "let me talk to God. I can do this." So he goes, "My Lord," and he starts, crying out to God, "My Lord, I know it would be capricious for Christopher and I to become Christians this late in the game, and you're right, we were wrong, but maybe you could have mercy on us and at least make the bear become a Christian." And God says, "As you wish." And all of a sudden, the cloud closes back up, and the wind starts blowing, and the brook starts babbling, and the trees start, moving around, the leaves, and the bear looks right into the eyes of Richard Dawkins, and he looks at Christopher Hitchens, and she walks closely and closely, and she gets real close, almost in their face, and she bows down on her knees, and she puts her paws together and says, "Dear Lord, thank you for this food I'm about to devour." And then she ate Richard Dawkins and Christopher Hitchens, and they came out as bear poop. And that's the end of the story.